The underdog who made history is turning 76, and you won't believe where life has taken him. Dennis Taylor, the snooker legend who stunned Steve Davis in the unforgettable 1985 Black Ball final, is still full of energy and charm. From laughter-filled live shows to surprising TV moments, his golden years are anything but quiet. Dennis Taylor's story is one that shows how far hard work and belief can take you. He was born in Coal Island, a small town in Northern Ireland in 1949. Life was simple but tough. His family didn't have much, and like many young men at the time, Dennis worked in local factories to earn a living. But after long days at work, he had one escape: snooker. Every evening, Dennis went to local clubs where the tables were worn and the air was smoky. There he practiced for hours, slowly learning the art of the game. He trained without fancy gear or professional help. What kept him going was pure passion, hard work, and an unshakable determination to prove himself every time he picked up the cue. It didn't take long for people to see Dennis had something special. He played with purpose. Every move was a step toward his dream. In 1972, Taylor turned professional. His early years were not easy. He faced stronger players, lost many matches, and sometimes doubted himself. But he never gave up. He kept smiling, cracking jokes, and learning from every defeat. Fans loved his friendly attitude and his famous upside-down glasses, which made him stand out on TV. He wasn't like other players who seemed cold or serious. Dennis was full of life, charm, and humour. Then came 1985, the year that changed everything for him. At the World Snooker Championship in Sheffield's Crucible Theatre, Dennis faced Steve Davis, the best player in the world. Davis was calm, sharp, and almost unbeatable. At first, the match looked one-sided. Davis led 8-0, and most people thought it was over. But Dennis didn't lose hope. He fought back, frame by frame, smiling even under pressure. The final came down to the very last black ball, one shot to decide everything. It was nearly midnight, and more than 18 million people were watching live on TV. The tension was huge. Dennis leaned over the table, lined up his shot, and potted the black.
He's done it!
The crowd went wild. He had done it. The factory worker from Coal Island had beaten the world's #1. That moment became one of the greatest in snooker history. After that famous win, Dennis Taylor became a household name. His victories made headlines, but it was his joyful spirit that truly won people's hearts. In 1987, he went on to win the Masters and collected a total of 19 professional titles during his career. At his best, he was ranked #2 in the world, an incredible achievement for someone who started in a small-town club. Dennis was often called the People's Champion. He connected with fans in a way few others could. His jokes, laughter, and friendly nature made him special. Even when he wasn't winning, people cheered for him because he played with heart. When Dennis Taylor retired from professional snooker in 2000, many thought he would quietly fade from the spotlight. But Dennis was never one to sit still. Instead of slowing down, he found a whole new way to stay connected to the game he loved.
I enjoyed it, and I had a good look around the Crucible because that's me. 20 years ago, I retired from the main tour. Didn't play for 10 years. Then Jason Francis came along with the legends. I took over from Alex Higgins.
With his warm personality, quick wit, and that famous Irish charm, he became one of the most loved voices in snooker commentary. Working alongside his close friend John Virgo, Dennis became a key part of the BBC's snooker team. Fans adored their playful banter, light jokes, and genuine love for the sport. Together, they also hosted the hit TV show Big Break, which brought snooker to family audiences with laughter and fun. Dennis's humour and good nature made every episode feel easy and enjoyable, proving that his talent went far beyond the cue.
Where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going?
Go Trump 9.
JV, settle down, don't be getting excited. I know you can... Where's the cue ball going? Yeah.
Well, if it had gone in, it'd have been an easy starter for Ding Junhui. As it is, he's not left anything.
Even after retiring from competition, Dennis remained a true entertainer. In 2022, when BBC decided to cut back on snooker commentators, Dennis's name was on the list, but fans were not having it. the backlash was huge, with people demanding that their favourite voice stay. In classic Dennis fashion, he laughed off the drama, calling his survival my second black ball win. It was another victory, not on the snooker table, but in the hearts of fans. Today, Dennis continues to shine on stage. Alongside Steve Davis and John Virgo, he tours the UK with the Black Ball Final Live, a nostalgic show that brings the magic of 1985 back to life. Packed theatres and cheering fans prove that Dennis Taylor's story is far from over. He's appeared in several TV shows, including Lovejoy, Man Down and Tipping Point, Lucky Stars, where his natural humour always shines through. Fans love his charm and quick wit. He can make any room light up with laughter. On the snooker stage, Dennis still amazes audiences with his famous ambidextrous trick shots, playing just as smoothly with either hand. His exhibition events are a mix of skill, comedy and heartwarming stories. Whether he's telling funny tales about his old rival Alex Higgins's playful threats, or recalling his own ups and downs, the crowd always leaves smiling. Beyond the jokes and shows, Dennis has built an impressive career. With an estimated net worth of around £18 million from tournaments, tours and appearances, he's proof that passion can lead to success. But money isn't what drives him. It's the joy of sharing his journey. Today, he also mentors young snooker players, teaching them resilience and positivity. As Dennis likes to say with a grin, losing 8-0, that's just the warm-up. Behind Dennis Taylor's laughter and bright smile lies a story of strength and heart. Over the years, he has faced personal challenges, including a divorce, yet he never let life's ups and downs dim his spirit. Now at 76, fans say snooker keeps him alive, and watching him still so full of energy proves that passion truly has no age. While his old rival Steve Davis reinvented himself as a DJ, Dennis chose to stay close to the sport that made him who he is. He continues to blend snooker commentary with a touch of stand-up comedy, keeping audiences entertained with his stories, one-liners and cheeky grin. His humour and honesty make him feel like an old friend to fans everywhere. Dennis often jokes about the aches and pains that come with age. The moment he's in front of a crowd or camera, his eyes light up. Whether he's analysing a match or sharing a funny memory, that same joyful spark shines through. The spirit of the underdog who once defied the odds. Decades later, Dennis Taylor remains what he's always been, a true people's champion, full of warmth, wit and timeless charm. When Dennis Taylor retired from professional snooker in 2000, he did it with peace of mind. There was no comeback talk, no desire to prove anything more. He had already written his chapter in history, and what a chapter it was. Instead of clinging to past glory, Dennis stepped gratefully into a new role that kept him close to the game he loves. Even in 2025, his voice remains a highlight of World Championship coverage. His humour, warmth and deep understanding of the game make every broadcast feel personal. Viewers tune in to Dennis not only for his analysis, but for his laughter, his stories, and the warmth of sharing the game with a familiar friend. Off-screen, Dennis is busier than ever. His theatre tours draw sold-out crowds, where fans relive the magic of 1985 through his lively storytelling. There's no need for him to chase fame or force relevance. His place in snooker's heart is already secure. Young players often seek his advice, and Dennis keeps it simple. Trophies fade, stories last. It's a line that perfectly sums up his life, a reminder that joy, humility and connection are worth more than any title ever could be. For Dennis, retirement became another stage to enjoy the game in his own way, showing that life after the spotlight can be just as full of purpose, joy and competition as ever. Like his unforgettable black ball win, he's broken the rules again, turning 76 into a celebration of life, laughter and passion. Still cue in hand, still smiling, and still thrilling crowds. Dennis proves that true champions never grow old. Now it's your turn. When you're 76, will you still be chasing your passion like Dennis? Drop your answer in the comments below. If you loved this look into snooker's living legend, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more inspiring stories from the world of snooker.